Hello there, uneducated businessman here, and apologies if I look and sound like crap. I woke up yesterday morning feeling absolutely shockingly terrible, and had to travel 85 miles to go to London, where one of my businesses is, because I've got huge problems in that particular business with the cash flow. And unfortunately, even though I felt awful, I had to travel because I couldn't leave it. And you know, when you're in business, you can't leave things and just put your head in the sand and hope things will get better on their own. They don't. And that business in particular has a lot of government contracts, and the government, bless their little hearts, sometimes just don't want to pay you, even though you've done the work. They kind of just feel it's acceptable not to pay you. And within this business, I've had to go there and do their work for them to prove I've done my work to get paid. And we're not talking a few pounds, we're talking thousands and thousands of pounds. And as any business person will tell you, cash flow is everything. And if you're not getting your bills paid and you've got to pay your staff, you're going to run out of money sooner or later. And I'm at that stage where they've racked up a huge bill, a debt to me, and I had to sort it out. I did, and fingers crossed it will start to trickle through and I'll be okay. But I didn't get to do a video yesterday because, one, I had to do that, and two, I just felt awful and my nose was streaming all day, and trust me, that wouldn't have looked good on camera. So today I don't feel too bad. I feel a little bit better and getting back to normal. So back with the learning and the leadership program. And what I'm learning and what I'm rediscovering now is, as a leader, we have to set a tone for safety. We have to be respectful, we have to be civil, we have to be engaging as leaders. But it's not just down to us to be like that. We've got to set that tone, and we've got to make sure our staff know that's expected of them as well. Because there's no point you as a leader being engaging and being respectful and being civil with everybody if you're not getting that back. Yeah, it's got to be a two-way thing. So you've got to set your stall out very, very quickly with how you're going to act and how you expect your staff to act, or your team members to act as well. You know, in the past, I made three probably fundamental mistakes with this. You know, I've got a really quick brain. I don't feel like it today actually, but I have got a quick brain, and I'm constantly thinking. I'm constantly trying to analyse what's going to happen. Or I used to be. I'm not as bad anymore. I've had some coaching to sort that out because I realised it wasn't serving me well. But in the past, I used to always be living in the future. Everything I did was me thinking about what was going to happen and trying to analyse it and trying to work out a perfect scenario. So I was never really fully engaging with people, because I could be having a conversation with someone, but this part of my brain is off 5-10 steps ahead, trying to work out what was going to happen. I wasn't really focused on listening, and I could be so easily distracted as well. I could be in a meeting and I could be texting, I could be having a conversation, I could be answering an email, I could be doing all of these things in one go, thinking I'm functioning well, thinking I'm saving time, thinking I'm multitasking to the best of my ability, but all I was doing was alienating people because I wasn't focusing on them, and I wasn't listening. I wasn't getting people's ideas. I was just doing what I needed to do, talking to people or at people and expecting them to take that on. And that doesn't work. You know, the lesson I learned there was I need to create that place of safety where people can feel listened to, feel engaged, and feel as if they will not be stupid by saying things. You know, there's nothing worse than having a meeting and people sit there and they're totally quiet. They're not going to speak up because you're scornful as a leader. You're going to look down on them. You're going to disregard them. You're not going to give them the time of day. I've done that in the past. It's completely the wrong way to do it. You know, you've got to encourage ideas from your staff. You've got to get your staff coming forward with ideas, and you've got to let them know no idea is a bad idea. It might not work. It might it might, go nowhere, but it's worth talking through. And I've often found sometimes it's the really quiet ones in the group that has some of the best ideas. Because they are the thinkers, they're the ones that are sitting there listening, taking everything in, but they're too scared to let it out through fear of being looked down on or scorned on. So you've got to encourage these people to come forward as well. So that's why it's very, very important to have this safe space. They've got to understand completely that whatever space they're in is completely safe, that you're not going to look down on them, but also other team members aren't going to look down on them, because you always have different kinds of people in a group. You'll have someone that are really bolshy and forward and want to push their ideas on everything, on everyone, and you have the other ones who are a little bit sort of quieter and meek and will sit back and let the other people come forward. But you want them to come forward as well. Now, if the bolshy ones will look down on the other members of the team, doesn't matter if you do or don't, these people are still not going to come forward. So as a leader, you've got to create that environment where everybody's respectful of everyone. Everyone will give everyone a space to talk. No one will look down on anyone. No one will scorn everyone or dismiss ideas. You will debate ideas. You will talk about the ideas. You'll encourage it to come through, because it can be analysed, and you can then decide as a group collectively, is this something you want to go forward with or not? Doing that will create a safe space, and it will give people a platform to be listened to without fear. And that's the best thing you can do as a leader. Have that room where everyone knows they'll be listened to. No one's fearful, and you are going to get a lot better response from your team. You're going to get a lot more ideas, and you're going to feel a lot more engaged. Anyway, hope that was helpful. I have no idea what the next one is. I'm a little bit unorganised today. I'm going to do a video on business, analysing business, but that's for another playlist. The leadership one, please forgive me. I don't know. I will work out what I'm going to do, and I'll certainly be back with another one. Hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better tomorrow. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye.